off its slow speed capabilities. Now this aircraft actually does not have a published stalling speed. Now with a wind of about 20 knots, my calculation that this aircraft's speed over ground is about 19 miles per hour. Now of course at this stage the aircraft is very vulnerable, but this fixed wing biplane is basically a helicopter right now. The crew on board are looking down, they are spotting, unfortunately they're spotting our friendly forces, and if they see something happening, they will talk to their own troops on the ground and maybe be called in to attack. One of the features that makes this aircraft so good at the slower speed end of the range is it has retractable slats on the front edges of the wings. Now when the aircraft reaches a certain speed, these extend automatically and that increases the lift from the wing area. Now I am not making this up, those slats are actually just held back by large elastic bands. When the airflow reaches a certain speed over those elastic bands, out of the slats. And as you can see, on that slow speed pass, the AA2 did spot some of our friendly forces. The aircraft is equipped with very small bombs, actually hand dropped by the crew out the side door. They had engaged our friendly forces. Well, we're now going to reenact a famous engagement between an AA2 and a Huey helicopter. Back in January 1968, a clandestine radar site was installed by the United States Air Force in northern Laos to direct warplanes flying from Thailand to Vietnam. This site was attacked by 3 North Vietnamese AA2s. 2 fired on the outpost using machine guns and rockets, while a 3rd orbited above, keeping overwatch. Coincidentally, at the same time, Air America Captain Ted Moore was flying a Huey helicopter carrying ammunition to the site, and he witnessed the attack. Famously, he said, looking down, it looked like a scene from a World War I movie. So he did the only thing the Huey pilot could do. The AA2s have been attacked by what we call fast air, something like a Phantom. The AA2 probably would have escaped because the overtake speed of the Phantom would have been so great he would have had hardly a second to take a bead on the enemy aircraft. Of course, different from the Huey. The Huey can sit there, as this Huey is today, and just follow the aircraft in front, taking shots whenever it can. And amazing to think this actually happened. The AA2 also saw service in the Korean War during the 1960s. an AN2 attempting to engage South Vietnamese naval units was actually shot down whilst under control of an air intercept controller on the USS Long Beach. So now with the AN2 largely out of the picture, much to the relief of our friendly ground troops, the Huey is now on station to provide support. And joining the Huey is another battlefield support helicopter. This is the Loach. One of the most famous helicopters of all time, capable of carrying troops, equipment, casualties, and of course armed as well. Often fitted with a variety of machine guns and rockets, able of providing direct fire. Gunship Hueys were often called frogs or hogs. And as previously mentioned, those that were not armed were known as slicks, although they were often given door machine guns for their own self-protection. Incredible to think, over 16,000 Hueys were built, and indeed the Huey part of a line of helicopters that carries on today. Indeed, our own Royal Air Force Griffin is a direct descendant of the Huey. Perhaps also very well known for that distinctive noise. It has really a single blade, we call it a two blades, but it's one structure, and that gives it that famous Huey chop. Well, the only aircraft available is a Bronco, and that aircraft has got airborne and will be racing to the scene to offer all the support it possibly can. To give it its proper name, it's known as the Cayuse, but everyone calls it the Loach. First flew back in 1961 to meet the US Army's need for a highly manoeuvrable light observation helicopter. Once again, the Loach was not armed, and it proved highly effective in the close-air support role. US Army ordered some 1,500 the unguided Hydra and the guided Hellfire.
Battlefield support is the sort of event. Yeah, a lot of them. Yeah, they patch about everything.
Well, the Loach and Huey are doing their very best to support our friendly ground troops. that they are in danger of being overrun by the enemy. The call has gone out to some additional close air support. The Bronco is approaching the battlefield. Its support is needed very quickly. It needs to be an accurate first-pass attack, otherwise our forces are in danger of being overrun. Coordinates have been passed, the attack is on. To the Bronco. That's bought everyone a little bit of time. But the new in motion on little victory survey on out to the victory. And the Navy from 1965 to 1995. I should say Marines rather than Navy, of course. Has been redeveloped and equipped with the latest avionics and sensors, and indeed the most recent version, OV10G+, has been used in the fight against ISIS.